Irwin, my recollection is, and my math may not be too good, that you've been in business here about 60 years.
Your math is excellent.
Is that about it?
That's about it.
And you've certainly been one of the leading business people in the community, one of the big supporters of education. And I know now you're involved in this question one. How will the appointment of judges rather than the election of judges be a benefit to the business community?
Well, this is a very important issue for Nevada voters, and much too important to allow 4 or 5 minutes discussion. So I'm going to try to talk fast if I can. And I want to remind you that I'm one of 50 of a steering committee that's made up of terrific citizens all over the state, from northern Nevada, southern Nevada. And these are very qualified people, judges, lawyers, citizens, academia, all kinds of citizens, me aside, but all of the rest of them are above reproach, and these are the thinkers and doers of our era. Mm-hmm. So, in direct answer to your question, and I'm going to refer to my notes if you don't mind. Our state's district courts and Supreme Courts are supposed to be the one place that you can find comfort and that you can resolve a dispute in a fair and impartial manner. And it could be a dispute about your business, about your home, about your family, about your rights. So it's very important that we have qualified judges to do this. There are many new companies who plan to move to Las Vegas and are moving to Las Vegas, and they create jobs, and some of them want to expand, but they always ask the question about, they want to have predictability of our court system, to what to expect in any future dispute. And jobs is a good answer for our economy at this day. So in order to get those companies here, we have to have more experienced and qualified judges.
You know, when I was practicing law, there was a problem that you went from judge to judge, or you hoped that you'd get this judge rather than that judge, because their level of competence was not always great, and their political acumen was. So maybe we can get rid of that.
Well, I was going to say that. You took part of my thoughts away. I remember when you were practicing law and you were a fine attorney, but I'm sure you ran into this perception of justice for sale. And it's probably a perception, I hope. But it exists. Now, the current system depends heavily on expensive campaigns. Who has the biggest sign usually wins. And this undermines trust in the judiciary and creates this perception that justice could be for sale.
Irwin, haven't you found that a lot of the lawyers that you've talked to say, I'd like to be a judge, but I don't want to run for judge?
Every one of them, because they don't want to go through the indignity of having to raise campaign funds, and judges should be beholden to the law and not to special interests, and they don't like that. And in fact, we have a complete endorsement of a lot of disparate groups, and one of them is the Nevada Bar Association, which I will refer to. And every 2 years, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce tries to evaluate the quality of judiciary in every state. And I'm sad to tell you that in last year, Nevada finished number 35 in judicial impartiality and 33 in judicial competence. Now that's a frightening number.
It is.
I'm embarrassed by that. And all citizens of the state shouldn't have to take that. That's terrible. So question one proposes a system shore up these inadequacies and keeps the door open in Nevada for future growth. And that again reverts to jobs.
Well, then we'll get rid of this chilling effect that having to shop for a judge really has had over all these years.
You're right. This is a system that will serve Nevada businesses, and answer your question, large and small, very well. And Nevada citizens deserve a fair shake.
Irwin, thanks very much for being here. I know the 4 minutes or 5 minutes goes very quickly, and you and I have a lot of things to cover, but we'll have you back again. And thank you, sir, as usual.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it. You're a great citizen.
Thank you, sir.